So, are we going to recognize the fact that these are the coolest objects that we've ever seen in any Sims game ever? Because I'm acknowledging it right now. Hello there everyone, Coolnickyd here, welcome back to another video. Today we are here and we are going to be looking at all of the new objects that are in Jungle Adventure. Obviously the game has not come out yet, but there are pictures from the Twitch live streams of all of the build buy mode objects. These are brand new from yesterday, and I have not even intensely looked at everything. So I am very excited to see everything. We're gonna go through them, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun with it. So let's do this. Alright guys, so starting from the top left, I was always wondering if we were gonna get to like see some of that temple stuff, and it looks like we are. So the first one just looks like a rock. Just not a very interesting rock. It's just looking like a rock to me. Some of these objects do repeat, which we will note, but they are. Okay, just for your own sake and for my own sake of repeating things, start 2 rows down. So it's like the same rock, but just 2 rows down all the way to the left, okay? So 2 rows down all the way to the left, you see that gray rock, and it just looks like a rock. I don't know if there's different textures on it. I hope there are. That would be really cool. Next to it, we see 1, 2, 3 different choices, like icons, objects of vases, vases, whatever. One is cracked, the second one is just regular, and the other one is a set of 3. Bunch of different vases to choose from. Loving that. And then the next one looks like a stone wall, which once again, I don't know if I'm going to really use because we got these kind of things from Get Together and I never really use them, but you never know when you're going to need a random stone wall. And then the next one looks like a random like sign, which is like a bunch of metal put together, but we actually, if you watch the trailer, know that that is like an entrance to one of the areas of the jungle. So that is kind of cool that we're getting that, you know, just as a design aspect. I just think that's kind of cool. Next is a placeable skeleton. So I'm really wondering, because they are putting a lot of temple objects in here, like can we create our own temples and designs? I'm not sure. Maybe those are just like the skeleton guards. Next to that is another set of vases. Very, very nice. Those ones look more fancier and just cooler. The next one looks like a bigger statue. I really can't make out. Even if I did zoom in, I don't think I'd be able to make it out. The next 2 are stone pillars, which are interesting. I can't wait to decorate like something with these. I just don't know what yet, you know. Next to those 2 stone pillars is the display case, which we have figured out was going to be a very important gameplay object, especially with the kind of sim that I want to create, which is going to be more so like of a collector and smarter person and adventurer just wants to get everything. So I'm very excited to do that. It's a very large collection case, and I'm pretty sure like it actually like works differently than a regular display case, which is cool. The next 4 to finish out that row look more like just pillars with designs on them. I can't tell if those are flowers. I think they're just rock formations, but either way, still very cool. I have not mentioned, or if you go down to the next row, so the 4th row from the top all the way to the left, before we get to that the first 2 beds there's actually a new toddler bed in the game that matches this furniture for free in the new patch, which is very nice. The first 2 beds, I love the beds. They look so classy and so fancy, and they're not like so overdone. Plain colors, at least in the 2 in the swatch that we see as the icon choice, but I just love this bed. It just doesn't scream jungle adventure, which is great because I really don't want it to, because then it would just be so like, when would you use this? So I am very happy at the fact that it's very nice and plain. And then next to that, it looks like we have another woohoo bush, so maybe another sort of plant, and then what looks like a stool next to that, but is most likely an end table, which either way, if it is a stool or an end table, I'm here for it. Maybe it's a stool because it's next to all the chairs. It looks like a pretty short stool though, so I don't think that's a bar stool. Next to that, we have a chair, which looks like a dining chair, or like one of the more comfier dining chairs. I guess you could use it as a couch if you really wanted to. It looks very nice. I love the swatches that they chose, the orange and blue. That's like one of my favorite kinds of swatches. Next to the next 2 are dining chairs, which once again, are very nice and modern and, like, don't necessarily scream jungle adventure, which I love. Like, I actually love that. And the next is a bar stool, which kind of looks like something we have in the base game already. And then the next one is a couch. The next three are couches, or, like, you know, they're simple couches, which, once again, I love. I feel like there is, like, a different couch that we already have in the game that looks somewhat like it, but still, I love it. Like, it looks really nice. And then my favorite part, a new kitchen counter and cabinet, and look at them. They're nice and plain and simple, and they come in beige and neutral colors. If you look, that one, the first cabinet with the drawers has swatches on it, and it is just a normal cabinet. It's so nice. And then next to it is the upper part of the cabinet, and then two tables. So the first table is a rectangle table that looks like it could probably fit 6 people, and the next one is a round table, which presumably fits 4. Hopefully it fits 6. That would be ideal. I would love it if it would fit 6. The next one looks like maybe it could be a dresser. If not a dresser, maybe just a decorative, like, end table. One of the ones that you could put up against the wall. Either way, I love it. And then in the 5th row, all the way to the left, we see 2 more kind of flat, skinny wall end tables, as well as next to those 2 actually, like, end tables, like either bedside tables or couch and end tables. 2 of those, which 2 very different styles, which once again I love. I love that there's a matching counterpart of the skinny tables for each of them. As you see, there's the brown one and, like, 2 browns and the 2, like, lighter beige colors. I love how they match. Great. Gotta love those matching sets in The Sims 4. They are very rare, so when they come across, it is very nice to have it. And then we see one of those big living room tables, like the coffee tables, that's what I was saying, that we have, like, from Parenthood. We see another one there, and then 2 sets of shelves, just plain shelves, and then ones with things on it, and then another kind of decorative shelf that looks kind of like a Laundry Day knockoff. I don't think it has hangers on it, so maybe that's why, but I like the style. I like using that Laundry Day stuff shelf, so that is very nice. And then 2 kind of china cabinets, or, you know, like armoire looking pieces of furniture, but really china cabinets. And the second one, the lighter beige, has wine bottles in it, which is cool. And then next to both of those is a picnic table. You can never have too many picnic tables in The Sims 4. For some reason, they love to give them to us. And then another stone pillar, and then bathroom stuff. That's right, guys. There are bathroom stuff in this pack, too. They really did not leave anything out except for what looks like a toilet. I do not see a toilet. But that's okay, I guess. I don't really need one. We have 2 brand new sinks. Once again, very different styles and very modern looking. The second one, which I love. I love that bathtub and that shower. So cool. I love those kinds of bathtubs. Once again, looks like something we have in the game already, just like a little extra, you know, I love it. And then the 6th row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, the 6th row, all the way to the left. The first thing you see is the archaeology station, which we will be using a bunch. I love it. And then a bar, and then one of those caravan things from the Puerto La Marte marketplace in the game. And then I don't know what that thing is that's next to it. It looks like it's like one of those city living food stalls, but I could be really wrong. Maybe it's just a box or a chest. I am not sure. And then we get to a bunch of plants and decorative objects. So we have another set of lily pads that looks like it goes in water, 2 sets of lily pads, another kind of hanging willowy vine plant looking thing, and then 4 purple ivies, which I love how they have individual ivy, all different shapes, and I'm sure all different colors, which is very cool. And then the next 2 again are more drooping plants, which I love and will use all the time. 2 flower pots, and then what on the end of this row and on the beginning of the next looks like 2 cracks in the wall, so maybe just, like, once again, some more detail, as well as a mirror next to that in the 7th row, and 2 awnings with that kind of Spanish style roofing, which I love, as well as the rocks and a couple of things from the first row that we looked at. And then if you skip down to the 8th row, you see once again in the beginning of the 8th row those stone pillars that we covered, and then the 4th object in the 8th row do your math so you can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, you're there. Okay, cool. You see another plant as well as rugs next to that. Gotta love those rugs, and those rugs look so geometric. I cannot wait to like continue doing like mid-century modern styles with these geometric rugs, as well as one that kind of looks like a compass next to that. And then that fireplace, I love that fireplace so much. It's awesome. And then a bunch of rock work, which I guess could look cool in some place. We don't really know if this is actually in build by, or if this is, or I don't know because I didn't watch the stream, but if this is in like when in manage world, so maybe these objects aren't available when in regular build by, but I wouldn't really see a need for all of these stones unless like purely decorating, but it is. So if you skip all the way to the ends of the stones, you see another ivy, or could be floor, could be for the pool, could be for the wall, not sure, as well as what looks like some more rock work, a sign with a chicken on it, and then a blank sign that you could put the chicken on, some more rock work, it looks like a chest, another table, another treasure chest, one that you find in the temple, and then the first item you should be seeing now is that lantern next to that beautiful lamp, next to those two beautiful, one is the ceiling light, which I love, and the other one is the wall light, which takes on a more gothic feel, which I like because that's not something that we are really like seeing, and I like it a lot. And then, oh my god, the fridge and the stove, and I'm honestly just realizing that the sink that is with the bathroom stuff also could probably match when you put it like next to the counters in the kitchen, which is goals. But that stove, I love that stove, and I love that fridge, even though it's not like a real fridge, like it looks like an old one, it still looks so cool. And then next to the stove you see that yellow kind of barrel, which is like a stove, and I love that. I think it's a barbecue grill. When I went to Mexico, I remember, like vividly remember, having chicken on one of these barbecue grills. Like literally they have these in the middle, and I wasn't like at a resort. It's not like they were doing like some kind of cool, like, you know, welcome to Mexico kind of thing. Like, no, we went on like an excursion outside of our hotel, and they literally in the middle of the jungle, after going cliff jumping, zip lining, after all of that, like we ate chicken off a stove like that. And then next to that is another dresser, the display case, and what looks like a cool fountain. So those are those objects, and then there's more. So we have 5 set rooms. One that looks like a kitchen, which or 2 look like kitchens. Another one is a bedroom, a living room, and then an outside eating area, which I didn't even think of. A lot of this stuff is going to be taking place outside, which I think is great. Next to that, we see 2 new watercolors. One, like, actually, they're both like a tealish, green, turquoise, aqua, other synonyms of those colors. 2 new stairs, which is very rare. I do not feel like we are getting new stairs every day. Another column probably works as an actual column. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different plants, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees. I don't know how big those trees are, but I'm just saying I'm so glad we have that size down feature now, because I love the palm tree with the vines on it. That is probably one of my favorite plants ever in the game, and we haven't even played this game yet. I love, love, love that tree. And then as well as other bushes and things that look like we already have in the game already, but obviously they're probably just adding for the sake of, you know, just being a little bit different. Let me take a sip of water. I'm so thirsty. We have 2 sets of doors, which I love all of the door styles, and the 2 archways. I love how the one archway and the door, the tan and the orangey one, kind of span more than just that. I love how they're bigger, but the archway really isn't that big. And I love the round archway, even though I don't use them. And then once again, we see those rugs, and then the walls, the fences. I love how there's a matching fence, or like railing, I guess you would say, with like like, what is that? Yeah, the fence with the matching railing. I love that. And then there are a bunch new wall patterns. A lot of tiles, which is great because that is the style, like it is. And some ones with rock work on it, which I love, and then as well as just plain rock work. And then the flooring, we have a new hardwood flooring I'm seeing is the first one on the bottom left, which I love. I could love a good hardwood flooring, and as well as more rocks like stones and tiles, which is great. And then the next one, we see that interesting kind of like, to me, it reminds me of like Palm Beach hotels, like Art Deco-y looking weird, was it Miami Beach? I was thinking Miami Beach. Miami Beach Art Deco looking thing. Like, I don't know if that's a window or not, but if it is very cool. And then we have, and there's another, it's actually a bigger one too. Look at that. And this is probably the most interesting variety of windows we've ever had in the game. And guess what? I am here for it. I love, love, love it. Even though this is a game pack, I think The Sims 4, like, just to make everyone happy, really should have just said, like, oh, look at this new expansion pack. Because this is not playing any tricks on me. Or it actually, no, it is playing tricks on me. You don't think this is a game pack because there's just purely so much content, as well as that new roof style in the top right corner that I just realized. There's so much to look forward to in just build by mode, purely build by mode, and the fact that there's a bunch of new gameplay. Now, for some reason, something strikes me about Jungle Adventure that didn't strike me like that. You know, I feel like with a lot of the packs we expect more than actually what we actually get, but I'm feeling with Jungle Adventure it's going to be just as fun as it seems, knock on wood, because Cats and Dogs looked so amazing, and it was a little bit stressful, just a little bit stressful for me. But yeah, that's all the objects. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, it's a big help. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite item is that we covered, or items. Mine is the new kitchens. I cannot believe that we're getting like a new kitchen set that is just absolutely amazing. Like, we didn't get that in the past couple packs, so I'm very excited for that. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hopefully I'll be live streaming tonight, by the way. Also, as I said in the last video, thank you so much for 8,000 subscribers. That's absolutely crazy. I will do a more formal video on that for sure, but for now, thank you guys so much. It's so just amazing. I'm so grateful. Thank you. See you guys again next time. Goodbye.